There's no place I'd rather be.
Oh no, welcome back to the Matchday Live. It's me, Dan, back again, and we're finally back with Matchday Live. And wow, what can we say? What a 2 weeks Manchester United has had the last 2 weeks. Well, let's just start with the team that I'm going for this Sunday. So I'm going for Memphis Depay, for on the left wing, just because he played well against Midtjylland at Old Trafford last night, and I think he deserves a place in the starting lineup this Sunday. If Martial's not fit for this game, I think Louis van Gaal will play Rashford, because I think he also had a very good game last night against Midtjylland as well. We might as well play Lingard and then play the same kind of midfield and defense, but I will make one change from last night. I would bring in Rojo, as he is now fit. He played 20 minutes last night, and I think it would be a bit better if we played Rojo instead of Riley, or well, to be frank, if Borthwick Jackson is fit, or I don't know what who players are fit, and we don't know what players aren't fit. Apparently, De Gea will be fit for the Arsenal game as well, so I've gone with De Gea instead of Romero. There's also a chance of Chris Smalling being injured as well. He picked up an injury just before the Midtjylland game, but apparently he will be fit for Saturday. So yeah, I'm actually going to go with him instead of Carrick, and then we're going to have. Yeah, so this is basically the team I'm going for. I think it's the best team that we can get out of our team at the moment, as we do have injuries. So let's just get straight into the match, as I've been on for quite a while now. Yes. Right. So where should we start? We start with last weekend. Well, the weekend before, we should say. Last weekend, Manchester United have to face Sunderland. And Sunderland, well, they played. Man United, we played well, but we didn't play. I think it was shocking the way we played. To be precise, I can't really say anything. All right, their goals were pretty good. They did get a bit of luck with both goals. The free kick was like one of them flukes where they just go straight in, and then the second goal was an own goal by De Gea, but unfortunately it just went off his arm, and then Martial and whoever the player was there just couldn't really get the ball out in there, and yeah, it just went in. So we lost that game 2-1. Yeah, it was just absolutely shocking. And then obviously we lost that match, and top four is definitely out of the picture now. And I just think that's the end of that. So we went into the Midtjylland game at Midtjylland. At their home in Denmark, and oh my god, what the fuck. It's like we went to Sunderland, we played alright, but we still lost. But we then went to Midtjylland and we didn't even show up. It's like, alright, we did get a goal, but it was like it's kind of hard to explain. It's like it was like I mean, to be honest, Midtjylland, who hadn't played for like 2 months, basically we were playing against a pub like a Sunday League team. Do you know what I mean? And all right, they didn't look like a Sunday League team, but you could have said it would have been. It's basically like that, I think, and yeah, we lost 2-1 in the first leg. Obviously, after that game, I would have thought Louis van Gaal would have been sacked. I think he should have got sacked, and then we should have got Mourinho in. But the owners and Ed Woodward stayed with Van Gaal, and we had him for the Shrewsbury game, where the chief executives and other people were watching. So we did get I think we got a performance because Louis van Gaal was on very like thin ice. I think if he lost that Shrewsbury game, I think he would have been gone. But fortunately enough, we actually won 1-0. We actually won 3-0. It was a very good game. Prior to the game, we lost De Gea to an injury, and it was a pretty bad injury. But it was, fortunately enough, it wasn't that bad, so he can start on Sunday, according to Van Gaal. So it's good. That was a good thing to look that up. And also, we found out that Rooney would be out for 6 weeks or 6 to 8 weeks, so that was a bit shit. And then, yeah, so it was quite a good team performance. Shrewsbury themselves didn't really show up, and yeah, we basically it was basically an easy win for Manchester United at their place, and yeah, basically won that. And then we do have to face West Ham in the next round, so that'll be a good game for Manchester United next time. And then we come to the Midtjylland game last night, and fortunately enough, we won 5-1. And I think it was 6-3 on aggregate, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was 6-3. It was a good game. First half, Manchester United, we got a bit lucky. Well, we got a bit lucky with an own goal, and then we got a penalty from like a very bad tackle, and then they had a very good save from the keeper. The penalty was a bit poor, but fortunately enough, it didn't really matter in the second half. And yeah, so we won 5-1. Like I said, Rashford came in instead of Marshall, and oh my days. No! Yeah, Marshall had a very good game, and Marshall got injured in training. He pulled up, and basically it was a hamstring pull up, and it was pretty much that. And yeah, that was that. And so Rashford start, and I think he earned his place. First half, he was a bit shocking, but then Louis van Gaal apparently told him at half-time not to go down the wings, stay central, and you'll score goals. And that's what he did. He stayed central, and he scored them goals for us. And I think that's why, if Marshall isn't fit for Saturday, I think that is the best. I think that is the best striker option that we've got at the moment. Plus, his confidence is high. His confidence is high because of that. Because of them 2 goals that he scored, and hopefully Memphis starts as well, because he got a man of match performance, and he basically showed what he was signed for against Midtjylland. And yeah, it was pretty easy for Man United in the end. Big 5-1, and then obviously they got a man sent off later in the game, and we won. Yeah, 5-1, pretty easy. And I think there was still like a bit of worry for Manchester United at half time, because we was losing, we was drawing 1-1, and we needed to win 3-1. And what's a goal from Memphis? What a run! Hopefully he does. Memphis hopefully he does well on Sunday afternoon, and yeah. So pretty much that. So like that was pretty much the 2 weeks. We got picked up a few injuries. We picked up a few people coming back from injuries, and a few people picking up injuries, and it was just that first week was such a shit week for being a Man United fan. Trust me, it was such a shit week. Yeah, but confidence is high after the Midtjylland game. But Sunday we do face Arsenal at home. Alright, it is at home, but Arsenal themselves, they thrashed us at the Emirates last time. They thrashed us 3-0, even with our best players. But the kids did alright on Thursday night, and I think the kids do deserve a start on Sunday. But you know, it's Arsenal. They luckily beat Leicester City last time through a red card, and fortunately enough, they do have a few injuries themselves. But we have to basically stop Arsenal. We have to stop Ozil, and we have to stop Sanchez, and then we just have to be wary of Giroud if he does start. It'll be a tough game for Manchester United, just because of their strength and pace, especially with Sanchez and Giroud up front, especially if Michael Carrick and Blint start as centre-backs. I hope they don't, but I've got a feeling they might do. It's going to be a weird one on Sunday. Hopefully we don't lose. I don't want us to lose. On the counter attack, Lingard. It'll be quite interesting to see what team he does put out. I think he'll basically put the basic. He'll basically put out the same team, I think, that played Sunday. If Marshall was fit, play Marshall, and then maybe play Chris Smalling and De Gea as well. Nothing against Romero, but I think he could have saved their goal last night, Romero, I think. And I think David De Gea would have saved their goal last night as well if he was fit, but he wasn't. And fortunately enough, we did finish winning the game. But like I said, Rashford with the chance. Like I said, anything can happen on Sunday. Confidence is high. Arsenal themselves just come away from a 2-0 loss against Barcelona, which we all knew. But I still think this Sunday it will be tough, and I think it's tough that Man United can finish the week off on a high. I think we can just. And there's full time. So the final score I'm going to go for, I think a draw would be handy against Arsenal, because I don't want Arsenal to win their title. So a draw against Arsenal, yeah, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I can't see it finishing that way, but a 1-1 draw would be happy for me, I guess. But then again, I would like Man United to thrash Arsenal, but I doubt that'll happen with other injuries and stuff. So, guys, I'm going to end here. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your score predictions below. So, right, I'm going. Bye.